All right. So the controversial topic that I chose was phones in the workplace by me, Luis Gallegos. All right. Why is this topic controversial? So there are many reasons as to why this topic is controversial. The first one is because it can cause a distraction. And what I mean by this is, let's say you're at work doing your work. You get a notification from your phone. Humans are like, they're curious creatures. So automatically you're gonna be like, what is that? Like, what was that notification? And so if you check your phone, that's gonna lead you to getting distracted right then and there, because then you're probably gonna end up on a loophole of just checking other things. Let me check my email while I'm at it. Let me reply to this person while I'm at it, you know? And so that's why it can be a distraction to yourself. But not only can it be a distraction to yourself, but it can be a distraction to others. Because if others hear a noise coming from like where you're at, they'll be like, what's going on over there? You know? Like, so then they'll get distracted and, no one's gonna get work done. It's gonna lead to like a domino effect. And my third point is you lose focus on work and start checking your phone actively. So let's say you get to a point where you get a text message, you reply to that real quick, put your phone down, begin working again, right? You think everything's good. You didn't lose track and everything. You get a message again. You're not just gonna leave it at that. You're not gonna be like, nah, I already replied. No, you're probably gonna reply back again to that message, and it's gonna cause a chain reaction of back and forth, and you're just not gonna, at the end of the day, you're not gonna be fully invested in work. Not only that, but it causes procrastination. And it's pretty obvious as to how it causes procrastination, but let's say you're texting someone, it's then gonna lead to you doing other things. Maybe even going on social media real quick to being like, I've been working hard, let me treat myself to like a quick 1 minute on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. And that just leads to like a loophole of you like 10 minutes later still on your phone, when in that 10 minutes you could have gotten like assignments done, work done, and yeah. All right. Pros and cons towards phones in the workplace. Let's start off with the pros. Excuse me. So the pros is improved communication. So with your phone, you have easier access to do things. My phone just went off, so you know. Improved communication. You could do things more easier. People are able to communicate more easier. So let's say your coworker from like all the way across somewhere else wants to ask you a question about a certain topic. Instead of, walking all the way towards you, they could just hit you with a quick text message. If you have your phone next to you, just be like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. It's this. Ease of availability. Your boss wants to ask you a question. Instead of, emailing you or whatever form of communication is being used, they could just hit you up personally and be like, hey, did you do this? Yes, okay. You can take work to their home easier, so it becomes remote, which is really good nowadays because of all the COVID and all that. It's remote work is so much more easier, so having your phone on you would be beneficial. Having personal phone is easier than work phones. This doesn't apply to every job, but some jobs have a work phone and a personal phone. So if you have a work phone, it's just easier to use your personal phone as your work phone because let's say you don't have your work phone, they can't contact you then. And that's the pros. Now the cons, you get distracted easily, which is very true. You go on the loophole. Once on phone, it's easy to get distracted. Very true as well. Noises can distract others around you because we are all very curious creatures. So we tend to go towards something. And the fourth one is kind of pick and choosy, but can leak information based on GPS. So let's say you work for like a company that deals with people's personal information. If you're on your phone, people can actually trace it, and they could like hack the whole like software or like the whole system, and they can actually like steal people's information like through that. So that's another reason why it's a con, but it's pick and choosy at the end of the day. Random fact: 95% of text will be read upon being sent within 3 minutes. So if you get a text right now, there's a 95% chance that you will read it. Not reply to it, but read it. Alright. Current. Americans now check their phones on average 96 times a day. So even if it's unthought about, like you could just be like checking the time, you're still checking your phone. A lot of jobs ban use of personal phones at work, and this is because they don't want to create a distraction in the workplace, which is understandable, but it's also nice to have your phone. Many jobs allow emergency phone calls. Now they do, but if you want to answer an emergency phone call, a lot of jobs require you to step out so that way you don't cause a distraction to others. and that way you're able to fully, have a conversation with the emergency phone call. My opinion. So my personal opinion when it comes to phones in the workplace is that they should be allowed for emergency, because of course I feel like that's a right. You want to know if something urgent happens. It's just something that should be given. And this next, my opinion is it should be allowed for music with headphones, because it has been proven that if you have music in while doing work, you get things done faster. And yeah, it's just better for you to concentrate. It should not be allowed for social media, because you don't get work done. You procrastinate because social media doesn't help you in any way. You're not doing work. You're just on your phone. And it's comforting knowing that you can be contacted at any time. It's just like something internally knowing you have your phone on you compared to like not having it on you. It makes you feel a little bit nicer knowing that like if an emergency happens, you'll be able to answer it. And yeah, that's basically it. This is my bibliography, and thank you for watching. Thank you.